Hello everyone, this is Rocky Nash live in Las Vegas, and this video is sponsored by Savvy Streaming, helping you go live whether you be at home, in office, or for a virtual production. I love technology and I'm glad that you're here so that you can improve your live streams as well. So happy streaming. Let's get right to it. Today we're going to talk about Live Producer all-in-one switcher solutions, and I had quite a few in my little trusty bag you can't see over here, so I just propped it up on my desk and I said, let me just show you what's in my bag when I just want to go live from one little device and attach cameras or phones and be able to have multiple camera angles. It's really fun that we're able to do that. That's where we are with technology now. So I just wanted to hop on and do that for you. So thanks for being here. I see you all in the comments. I want to say hi. Oh, thank you so much for being here. Are you serious? Hey, thanks for being here. Hello. Hey Jordy, I'm so happy to see you here. And then we also got, hey, Podcast by Mata, thanks for being here as well. And we also got Firebirds. You want to learn more about that? Well, you're in the right place. Okay, so wow, thank you. I scheduled this video like 15 minutes ago and was like, I wonder if anybody would be interested in this. Well, glad you all are here. Thank you for, don't forget, subscribe and like this video, but let's get started. I don't like to waste time. Okay, so I wish I could show you this bag, but I didn't hook up my roaming cam, but here we go. First device we're going to talk about. First of all, I have a Amazon shopping page, so all of these things will be listed in one of my favorites. I'm going to add a new category. I think you can see it here, right down here. So I have all these different categories like lighting, multiple. There is one. It says multi-camera phone studio kit. So that's one of the things I'm going to talk about, and all the other gear that I use. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to start first with the first one is the Roland AeroCaster. I know I was talking about for quite a bit. I did an unboxing video about it. I'll go ahead and like add it somewhere, like a link to it later. But this is the device that allows you to go live wirelessly by attaching multiple camera phones. So I use my iPhone 6s and 2 iPod touches with it, and because it requires an iPad to run the digital app for it, that then coincides with the actual physical device, then you have 4 cameras. You have 4 cameras. It's amazing. It's called the AeroCaster, and I have this little list right behind me. Right below me, rather. It says the Roland AeroCaster. That's the first device I'm going to talk about. Then I'm going to talk about the YoloBox Pro, YoloLive InStream. I don't have this one, but a couple of my buddies do, and so I'm just going to show you where that is, where you can find it if you go live on TikTok and you want to use multiple professional cameras. All this stuff, by the way, is linked below. I found a way to add the description with the links like ahead of time. So I did that for you. Blackmagic Design ATEM Mini. That was one of my first switchers. I still have it. And the Roland UVCO2. If you just want to do multiple scenes for Zoom, for like Zoom meetings, there's a really cool device called the UVCO2 by Roland. So this one, since we're looking at it, Roland AeroCaster is a switcher device all-in-one that is very lightweight. Has 2 XLR ports on the back. You can protect your audio here. There's a line in port right here. There's 2 USB-C ports right there. One is to power the device and the other is to attach it to an iPad so that you can use the AeroCaster Live app to load it. And it has a digital version. So all these buttons you can control on the app, and it's wired, you connect it to that. But then everything else, you turn on your Wi-Fi that you're going to use. So whether you use, your 4G, 5G, to tether to Wi-Fi, like your phone, and you can use that, or you want to, or use another Wi-Fi connection, put everything on that same Wi-Fi connection, and then the devices just start to pop up. Let me go ahead and show you on Amazon what that looks like, because I had some screen shares that I wanted to share with you. But right here it is right here. And I'm checking your comments too. I haven't forgotten about you. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye. You said, how are you, Rocky? I'm good. Thanks, Podcast by Mata. I'm good. Thank you so much for being here. So I'm excited about this one because not only was Roland kind enough to send me one to test before they released it to the public. I loved it because for those who maybe have a band or you have a video podcast and you're not working alone, everybody could just download the AeroCaster Live camera app and use their phones as one of the camera sources if they just connect to the same Wi-Fi as the iPad that's connected to this device. So, and I'm using my Elgato foot pedal. If you're like, how is she like gesturing and changing her scenes? We'll talk more about that later. But that's why I really like this device, because as far as budgeting, if you don't want to purchase professional cameras and you are going to have other people with you, or you have multiple phones already that are compatible and not too old, then you can just have a multiple camera setup. And so on the page here on Amazon, thanks for the like, I appreciate that. Yeah, I forgot you could do likes. So I'm here on the page. Let me see, I'm going to click on it, move it over a little bit so I can see better. I have so many scenes. Okay, here we go. So you can just hover through them. There's the AeroCaster. You can see the current price. I'm an Amazon affiliate, so I'm not going to mention the prices. I'm not sure you're allowed to do that because sometimes it changes, but that's what it is today. You can see it. And then you can see the ports. See? The USB-C, USB-C. To broadcast the audio from it. There's a line in. There's also, oh, by the way, the XLR, you could also use a USB condenser mic with this. So if I want to use my Elgato Wave mic with this, I could, because look, there's phantom power little switches. So really cool. Oh, and there's also on the bottom, you see that the little headphone jack, so you can monitor your audio in it. Really nice. And there it is. That's what the AeroCaster Live app looks like on the iPad. And you can load media in there. I load my intro video. I load my, let's see, my intro video. I load different scenes like my little promo video. I load a little B-roll. I load my outro video. All these different media you just load there. You can load your transparent graphics, so your logo that you just want to pop up. You can load those different things and place them over scenes, like layer them, all from this app. And the app is free. I forgot to say that. No subscription required for the iPad app or the ones that each of your friends are downloading on their phones to wirelessly connect to use their camera as a source on their phone. And then the second one is, what is that? It says there's media. Oh, scenes. You can design scenes. Like I was saying, you could pick one of your camera sources and design a scene that adds a picture-in-picture, like the news. Like you're like, oh, I have, you know, you're showing a little B-roll over your shoulder, and you can change the size of it. You can put text on the screen. You can add a logo overlay, and that's a set scene that you can then tap to click back to. Really cool. And then also at the bottom, you're seeing the camera sources. So just like the other devices I'm going to show you, you can just tap on your iPad as a camera source or someone else's phone. I mean, it's exciting. You can tell I'm excited about it. I love it. I'm going to start using it more. There's an event coming up soon, and I'm going to just show you how to live hook this up and work with it. But it's called the Roland AeroCaster. I really love the device. Let me go back to my screen so I can see me. I somehow switched. Oh, here we go. Perfect. And if you have any questions as I'm going through it, because I do realize I talk fast, let me know. I can see your comments on my screen. All right, so that's the Roland AeroCaster device. And if just to look at it a little bit up close, there's a button right here to just go live. So you can go live from the app on the iPad and use it as your controller. And then you could have someone else have this as, like, let's say they're the director, you know. I did this for my client, one of my clients that I have using this. She has this, and she used it for her online cooking show, and she had multiple phones and iPod touches, so she just put them at different places around her kitchen, right? Hey, good to see you. Yeah, it's so cool. It's called the AeroCaster. It's really lightweight. It's a similar material as the like Rodecaster Pro, things like that. Same, this material, really lightweight, but it works really well. There's different, you see these faders, so for different audio sources. So the first two are your mic 1, your mic 2. The second one is the third one is your line in. So let's say you plug in a phone and you want to bring in music from another phone that you're not using. You can do that with this one and then control the volume here or on the iPad. They're kind of like mirrors of each other. So this could be sitting next to you if you're the one producing, and then or you could have the iPad closest to you, and someone not in frame could have this and override you. Like if you're, oh, my hands are busy, I'm cooking, they could just go ahead and switch to another scene for you. So let's say you programmed one to be your iPad's camera. So you're not only producing your iPad, but you're using the camera, like the back camera or the front camera, but I feel like it might be a weird angle unless you have it mounted in front of you. Then you can switch to your other friends by just pressing this, or they can do it from the device, right? They can do it from the device and tap on it. And those, but you do have more customizations in the app, because with the AeroCaster Live app, then you can also control the zoom on each camera, the audio. You can use the audio from each camera, but I prefer to use just like plug in with an adapter my Rode Wireless Go, because it's just me producing with those multiple cameras sometimes. And so I'll just use an adapter, plug my Rode Wireless Go in, have it on me, and I'll use that as my only audio source for all the cameras. I want it to sound good with a professional mic. But if you want to use the audio from each camera and do like sound traveling, whatever camera, what do you call it? Frame follows camera. I can't think of the acronym for it, but audio follows video, something like that. You could do that too, but I prefer to use one source for my audio. And these, so this is the mic. So if I have my Rode Wireless Go plugged into it in the back, then I just adjust right here. I just like the volume of it. So you would have to turn this up, you know, to right there. That's the standard right there. You turn on the main audio. Well, let me say, you turn this up. Got to turn it on first. So you would turn up your gain, go to about 75%, so like that. Then you turn this up. Then you turn up your main audio for the whole device, and you're good to go. You can monitor your audio. Remember I said you can plug it in the headset over here, and then you can just they can press this to either listen to just your audio from the mic or turn it off and listen to the whole thing. Like if you're sharing B-roll and it has audio, you can listen to everything. You won't hear, but if you turn it off, you can just hear just your audio, no delay. It's real time. Echo cancellation, auto leveler, there's loop back control, headset, onboard mic. There is a mic here. Look at this. They thought of everything. There's so much on this little device. I don't use these right here, but there's low cut. Let me put it back down here. There's low cut, de-esser, mic 1, 2, like to split it here. There you go. You can see those background music, sound effects. And this right here, this button allows you to program those scenes you created. So not just the cameras, but scenes that you've like put together. You can program all these buttons. So if you press this user button right here, then you can then override these as instead of using them for like background audio and sound effects, you can use those for different scenes you have. So while it doesn't have a preview, like of course, because you're just looking at these opaque buttons, for the price point, it's really great. You just gotta remember what these scenes are that you programmed. These are also your scenes right here. And this is just the raw camera control. So lots of things. I could go deeper on it, but I want to do that for its own video. But that is the Roland AeroCaster, where you can just use cell phones, Android or iPhone, connect them to Wi-Fi. They will pop up as camera sources here. And like I said, you could always use the app as well to press and switch. But there's so many more features. You can go live on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, RTMP destination. You can put that information in there as well. Look at this listing. I have the link below to just watch their promo videos because I'm not sure I'm allowed to play those. But learn more about how you can fine tune your production using that. You can go, oh, one more thing. You can go live from the iPad, or you can press the button, of course, right here and go live physically or digitally. It's just really cool because I'm like, oh, right away I saw the use and the value of it, where I was like, oh, I'm going to be able to direct, and my talent can like learn to use it from the iPad. But if they forget while they're talking, I'll switch for them. So it's great for me because at Savvy Streaming, which is my business where I consult and help people go live, build their studio, build their production, and just really get comfortable with the tech before they invest in more expensive things. Like, 'cause this is actually really great for what it is. But when you decide you want to work with professional cameras, then you're going to like, okay, I'm going to have to invest more money. You know, sure. But for now, start with this and it'll look really good. So that's it. If you have any questions, let me know, but we're going to move on to the next one. So here we go. Bye, AeroCaster. I'm putting it back in my goodie bag over here because I love this little bag. Oh, I should have put the bag in the description, but we'll do that later. It's a basically, you know, the DJ cable bag. It's one of those because the DJ cable bag has all these slots for your cords and wires, and I can fit all these all-in-one live switchers in the bag. So I use it. It does have a little smell. You know, that brand new plasticky smell, so I had to air it out, so now it's fine. But overall, it looks like really nice, sturdy. We'll talk about that later. Next product. So the next product that I put on my little the list, I believe, was, let's make sure I'm right, the YoloBox Pro. Yes, I did. Let me make sure my fingerprints aren't all over it. Let's shine it up. That's the one thing about it. So the YoloLive is the company, YoloBox Pro. Really cool device because it's an all-in-one switcher, but it's just, look, it's you press the buttons. You just press, this is all in one. You press directly onto the device. It looks like a little iPad, but it's a little thicker. See? It's thicker. Really cool. I have it in a YC Onion case, which is in the description because, let me tell you, it's cool to hold it like a giant cell phone, but you will need something to like secure your cables because at the top, that's where you can plug in HDMI. So whether you're going tiny HDMI to mini HDMI to regular HDMI in here, they have 1, 2, 3 HDMI in and 1 USB port. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1 USB. So because you could use a webcam. I have used, what is it called? Oh, my Logitech Brio webcam on this device. I actually just stuck it on the top of it and walked around, and I was able to use it as a camera source and just really had a mobile production with this when I went to a trade show to produce. And it was great because I was able to switch between B-roll, overlays, and multiple cameras because I also had my Sony ZV-1 with me and I attached that to the HDMI port, HDMI in. Really great. Also using my Rode Wireless Go in the top right up here. I'll show you where that goes. So there's HDMI out too if you want to preview it for people, but if it's staying static. But I usually walk around or put this one on a tripod. Here, you can see it in the bottom. I put mine on a tripod. Doop, right there, that little hole. So that I can roll it around with me. And it's a really great little all-in-one broadcast solution. I have this YC Onion case on it. I don't know if you can see that. It protects my wires. I mean, because the last thing you want is to stick your HDMI cable into this and then you hit it on something, it bends. So I love this YC Onion case because it prevents that from happening and it kind of locks everything in place. Really cool. Oh, you guys see all the gear I have. In the reflection, you can see all the gear I have all around this room. It's crazy. Yes. Okay, so this is the YoloBox Pro. That's what it's called. And it operates kind of like, it's like a thick tablet, but it allows you to plug in like up to 3 professional cameras and a webcam to go live and switch. You also can add media. What's cool about this is that you can use professional cameras. There's also an Ethernet port. Look at that. So you can get a line in for a more secure signal for your stream. And at the bottom, there is, I gotta show you this. At the bottom, right there, there's a place for an SD card, right? Oh, I think I have one in there. Let me take it out. Oh, look, I have one in there. Ta-da! I have an SD card in there. So you can just load your content ahead of time, the different media that you want, and pull it from your SD card. Cool. There's also a SIM card slot right here. SIM card. So you can also just, I went on Amazon and I got a SIM card and I was able to just wirelessly have a connection. I didn't have to use my phone, right? To make this, turn this into like a phone almost, but it's really cool. So that's the YoloBox Pro. There's another case. So this is when I'm like going around, and let me know if you all can hear me all right. Is the audio good? Because I am using a new microphone, but so you want to keep it completely mobile. These are all-in-one live stream solutions, but if you want to roll it around, take it with you to produce, I like using this case. This is the YC Onion case. There's another case by Inux 3D. It's INUX 3D, and then PK1. There's a cage and there's a stand for this, the YoloBox Pro, and for the next device I'm going to talk about, or 2 down. They also have a stand for it too. I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's really nice. Let me go ahead and switch to this so you can see the YoloBox. There you go. You can see it, right? That is the YoloBox Pro all-in-one portable multi-camera solution. It's really cool. And I've tested it in live situations. But here's the other case I'm going to put here so you can see some of their other case options, because it's really important that it's like comfortable using these things. Look, I'm wired in, like I'm like on news, I'm like my media background. I have this is in the IBF though. Here it is. I think I can reach it. There, I reach it. I have long arms. Okay, I have long arms. Okay, so here's another case. And they even made me this custom plate. So shout out to PK1 NX3D for making this really cool, sending me this stand for my YoloBox Pro. Yeah, shout out to Aaron Parecki, shout out to NX3D, because it's really cool. They sent this to me as a gift, and they and even made me a custom little banner for Savvy Streaming. I love it. It's really cute. So this is so that if you're going to put your YoloBox Pro and just set it on your desktop to use it to stream with, because you don't have to take it on the go. I just do, but you could set that into the stand. This one's for another device, but it looks just like this for the YoloBox Pro. And this is if you want to keep it more steady. So like if I'm going to put it on a tripod and not really walk around with it because it's harder, this is smooth aluminum and really fits the case well, but this allows you to have multiple like cold shoes to attach other devices. So like you can put an external mic, an external light on all. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if you can see it. You see these little cold shoes? So you can put another light, you can put an external mic. They're on the sides too. Look at that. Oh, there's a company. You can see the name, NX3D. Aaron Parecki, I believe, inspired this. And look, there's even a hot shoe plate at the bottom, so you can attach it to different stands. So that's by NX3D. I use both of these solutions for when I use the YoloBox Pro. And let me see if you have a question. Okay, no questions. Thanks for being here, Firebirds Finance. Okay. Next, let's move on to the next product, which you can see there is, so this one I don't have on me, so I'm going to use this here, leave this here because it looks the same. It's just, this is for producing with horizontally, right? Like this 1920 by 1080, like what we're looking at right now. This is what you would produce with the AeroCaster or the YoloBox Pro, right? But if you want to, now that TikTok allows you to live stream, you're going to want to live stream vertically with professional cameras. That's what many want to do. So that's why this next solution comes into play, because they just came out with it. I don't have it. It's not something I've tested, but I do know that the YoloBox Live has performed well for me. So I just want to give you a glimpse of it. And I know that the other friends that have used it have liked it. So here we go. This is what it looks like on Amazon. If you click the link in the description, it's called the YOLO Live InStream, the ultimate all-in-one vertical live streaming equipment encoder. And it's a switcher, it's a recorder, it does all the things. And so people want to go live on for live selling purposes, or they want to create more professional looking TikTok. So maybe it's for a marketing activation. You want to make sure it's not, I mean, you don't have to, there's a lot of UGC content that's just your phone and it looks great, but if you want to use professional cameras, this has HDMI ports. Like you can look at all that. Look what it has. It has I can flip through it. Look at all those different ports. So it's got for mic in, line in, audio out, SIM card, SD, just like the YOLO Live YoloBox Pro, which is why I left it here on my display stand. HDMI 1 and 2, so 2 HDMI ends. USB, so you could use a webcam. Ethernet, HDMI out, and Type-C. All right, to charge it. So it has all the things, just like the other one, just like my YoloBox. So I left that here because it's similar in size and style, similar ports. But that's for vertical streaming. So just imagine, with me. There you go. It looks like that. It looks like that. So that's where we are. This is another all-in-one solution for vertical live streaming. And we're going to move on to the next product, which is I already have it up on my my screen share. So the next product is the Blackmagic Design ATEM Mini HDMI Live Switcher. This is one of the first live switchers that I've ever had, and I liked it because when I first heard I could use multiple cameras to switch, and it'd be so easy, like just at a push of a button to trigger a new scene. I just thought that was really cool. So that's why I have. By the way, I feel like Oz, the way that I'm switching all these cameras, but this is what when you are a beta tester like me, you get products early and you test them out for your clients to see what's the best hardware or software solution for them. You just like, you get used to like pushing all these buttons and controlling things like this. I feel like Oz and Wizard of Oz. And I forgot to turn on my other light. I have a secondary light to put a catch light. Forgot about that, but it's here. But yes, but it's okay. We got this. I'm showing you that it can be done. So let's look at the Blackmagic ATEM Mini, because it's right here. It's one of the first switchers I had. It's so little lightweight. It's actually really well built. I think it feels like a hard plastic, but I almost feel like it is. It's a hard plastic. It's really well built. It's a little heavier than the AeroCaster, but this is like one of the first ones. Do y'all remember this? You remember this? And so what it allowed me to do was to plug in professional cameras, get a direct line into my internet signal and I love that the power, oh, do I have it? I hope I have it. I love that the cord also has this, it prevents it from like being accidentally pulled out when you're producing. It has, see, it has the safety on it. You see that? Yeah. I love that. I mean, it's the little things, but I love that you can't accidentally, you know, turn off the power, because if there's no power, I mean, the thing just will stop. So it's great that they have that safety. I love that feature about the ATEM Mini, because now you know there's the Pro, there's the ISO, there's the, what is it, Extreme? There's so many. I don't know the name of the other one, but I just still have the original because it worked so well, and you can just press different buttons to switch between the different camera sources. There's also, you know, if you want to do a quick, you know, here's still and black, fade to black. There's these here for you get the cut auto fade to black, rather, right here, cut auto fade to black. And there's, I didn't really use much of these other buttons because like audio follows video. That's what I was trying to think of earlier, the acronym. I didn't really use those a lot. You know, there is mic 1, mic 2, of course, if you plug in your mic 1, your mic 2, which is here. I didn't turn on my showcase for this, but you can see it. It focuses. Let's see. Yeah, it's focused. My mic 1, mic 2, HDMI ports, similar to what the others, but this has 4 HDMI ins and an HDMI out. So this will still stay in the top of my list for remote live stream solutions because it's got 4 HDMI ends. Look at that right there. Mic 1, mic 2, 4 HDMI ends, an HDMI out, a web out. It's got and then right there it says ATEM control, and then the power with the safety little screw. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. What do you all think so far? What's your favorite so far? But these are the ones that I just throw in a bag, and I can use professional cameras or multiple cell phones to have a multiple camera live stream solution. I love them each for different reasons, different solutions. That's my job, to test it all for you and recommend what I like it for. But this one is definitely great. I have only used this one in studio. So the other two I've used in the field for remote production. This one has only been in use in the studio for me. But you could take it on the go if you want because it's so light. You can just throw this in your backpack and go. The next thing we're going to talk about is because this is important. So many people in the last 2 years have become pros at using Zoom for education, for, you know, presentations at their company, for family meetings, whatever it is, you know, whatever you're doing for meetings, for family or for work. And you want to produce higher level live streams, or even on Zoom. So what I have here is a nice solution that I have used that has worked. I tested it actually. I had it early, so I was able to test it. Let me put this here without crushing anything. I have so much gear out. Let me put one of these back in my bag. Okay, this DJ bag is really nice. I am going to add it to the description because I'm able to just take these and just, you can hear all this noise, and just like slide them in the bag. Where normally a DJ would just put their cables, I just slide them back into the case. It's really nice. But I'm not going to do a whole video on it. I'll just show it to you in my next video. I'll remember. But we're talking about professional Zooms. So to produce, oh, I did do a little video on this when I was at NAB not long ago. Did you all see that video? If not, go look at my technology playlist and you'll see NAB. It's a National Association of Broadcasters trade show, and I did a presentation there. I spoke in Technicky speaking about the future of live streaming, but I also at InfoComm rather. Watch the InfoComm video. The InfoComm, I was working with Roland to cover their booth and the different solutions they had, streaming solutions. And this one was one. These are the cords. Why am I showing you the cords for it? Let's look at the product. Here it is. This is the Roland UVC-02. Roland UVC-02 is a great solution for Zoom because, you know, if you don't want to use the webcam on your MacBook Pro, which I'm using right now, or whatever your computer is, which this one's pretty good. I think this one's 1080 on the MacBook Pro, the new one. But still, if you want to use a webcam or a more professional camera, you can plug it into the UVC-02. It's so cute. Okay, I have to go here because it's so cute. It has, you can listen to your audio here. You can monitor your audio. You can monitor out. You can see this is your auxiliary and phantom on or off. I always leave mine off for, you know, if you're using, for your mic, you know, if you're using condenser mic, mine's off. HDMI in, USB stream, so direct. I love this. This is so easy to use. You can. I need to use this one again. Maybe I should try it for a meeting today. I'm looking at it while I'm talking to you all. But see, for the XLR mic right here, so you don't need phantom power. You don't. But you plug in the mic. They have a gooseneck mic that you can purchase an additional. I forget what it's called. GSM something something something. Roland has these cool little codes that is like, oh, you know, Roland, if you know these little acronyms and whatnot. They're not called acronyms. What are they called? Code for the product. But yes, this is the UVC-02. Right up here, I was looking at this up close, the monitor out volume. This is for the mic, the gooseneck mic, but you can plug it different. You don't have to use that one, of course. You can plug your mic, your XLR mic into it. There's audio out, talk, video out, which is cool for that. Instead of having to look for those little tiny buttons on Zoom, where you're like, how do I, you know, mute my mic or turn off my audio or whatever. The buttons are right here for you when you plug it in. It has a companion software, so you can just have that on screen as well. But it's really cool that you can quickly mute yourself just by pressing this button. It kind of like integrates with Zoom or your video, turn it off, or some audio, add some audio. I think that's really nice, you know, to spruce up your Zoom by adding your own music in the background, bringing a line in from your phone. Really cool solution. You can see mic control, HDMI auxiliary mic, all these controls for the audio right here. Super cute. I call it, it's little, I know I shouldn't, super cute. Only I would say that on a tech video, but it is. And it's well made. Look at this. This is not plastic. This thing is, it's not heavy, but it's well made. That's a metal, some type of alloy. But these are the solutions that I use for remote production, all-in-one streaming solutions, whether it be using multiple phones, multiple professional cameras, or for Zoom production using an external camera and mic source. Really great. I got to get that gooseneck mic in, Roland. So let's talk about that because I want to show that also with the one that they designed to go with this device where you just plug this gooseneck mic on and it just stays as part of the device. I can show that to you. Why am I just talking about it? When I did select so that I could show you easily right here. This is the Roland Compact Web Presentation Dock UVC-02. So if you do a lot of Zooms and you want to take it next level, this is cool because you can learn more about it here. You can use it with other devices, but their video shows. Can you still hear me over that? I think you can. They won't mind. They're my friends. But see how you can attach a webcam, upgrade your mic solution? That's their gooseneck mic, but you can plug in another mic. Plug in your computer and select the UVC-02 as your source, and you can customize the controls. You can make your own shortcuts for audio. One touch mute. There it is. Add music. Play sound effect. He changed his voice. I probably won't do that. Maybe I will. Or mix your sound in. Really cool solution. Roland UVC-02. Did you like my commercial? That was my commercial. All right. So yeah, use me next time for that, Roland. All right. So that's my wrap up. That's my wrap up of the products for remote live stream production easy solutions all in one. If you don't want to build out a whole studio or just take your studio with you in this one little device, these are my options. These are my go-tos. I have this. You can take this on the go. I have this. I can take this off real quick because this might be a cool thumbnail, right? I could be like, use either one of these. I'm gonna use that later. And then, or you can use the YoloBox Pro, which I have here, which is a nice solution as well. You can see my desk and everything down there, but really cool solution as well. I'll put it over here so you can see it better. Let's put everything on one little display. These are my devices. Thank you for joining, by the way. We're not gone yet. I'm still here if you have a question, but oh, I should probably make this look better. Hang on. There we go. It's like Tetris. Tetris. There. Okay. This is impromptu. I just decided to do this video not long ago. I have these errands I'm going to go out to run, but I was like, I was, you know, checking through my bag, organizing things. And I'm like, you know what? I don't think I've ever told them what my little remote all-in-one solutions are for when I just want to go live quickly, plug some cameras in, and have all my assets, like my graphics, all overlays, everything just loaded on an SD card and just go. Or on my iPad, which, by the way, with the AeroCaster, you can pull in things from your iPad's photo library. So if you have everything saved in there, it also records directly to your iPad. Really cool. So cool. This one has a solution for also being able to multicast, like to different, that you use their server for that, but you can absolutely go live to multiple places on this one. This one, if you use RTMP source, AeroCaster, if you can absolutely go live to like RESTREAM using a service like RESTREAM to multicast. And these are just for, there you go. I love all of them. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking this video if you found it helpful. And if you want a specific walkthrough of using each one and setting them up, they are coming. I'm just so busy with events and production and helping my clients, because my main goal is helping my clients that I work with, consult with privately, to help them build their own studio solutions. That's what I do full time, and I'm just showing, I like to show the behind the scenes on my YouTube channel of the beta testing. So that's why it's never going to be overly produced. It's going to be more casual like this, where we can just talk, we can have coffee, and just chill and talk about the live stream tech. I'm going to a cool event. I'm going to try to live stream at, maybe just for my mobile phone, because it is related to virtual production, and I think you might find it enjoyable. If I don't, definitely check me out on Savvy Streaming or Rocky Nash Live. And also I have, let me see if I have the QR codes too. This is where I'm at everywhere. So if my Instagram, my Facebook, my YouTube, my Twitter, my LinkedIn, find me here. You can definitely scan this code right now using your phone, and I will either create a YouTube story or a TikTok from this event that I'm going to tonight in a virtual production studio. It's really exciting, and I want to take you all there with me. So thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Don't forget, you can comment on the replay, and I will check those comments as well and reply to you. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope that you have a very happy streaming experience using any of these solutions, and I'll have more to come. I'll see you all next time. Okay, bye.